Beta Slaps here with another build video, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day, and I hope you enjoyed this one. So what we have here is the 1886 rifle with Determined. Yes, Determined. I'm using Determined. It is for PvE. Of course, you could probably potentially use it in PvP, but I would use it in PvE. So this build is very unique. It is good for anyone who's returning, anybody that is new into the game. All you have to do is farm these pieces, these gear pieces, and the 1886 gun. So when it comes to this build, you do not need expertise. Expertise, of course, helps you, but it is not needed. And after I go through the build here, we'll do a control point without expertise to showcase that it is still good in heroic with all directives on, even without expertise. So let's get into the build. So what we have here is 1886 with rifle damage, critical hit damage, damage target to the cover, and of course, Determined. Now, when it comes to the mask, I'm using Punctured Name Mask. This mask drops in the light zone, or dark zone, or name caches. It is easy to obtain. It has weapon damage, 20% headshot damage, 12% critical hit damage, 10% headshot damage mod. Now, when it's going off to the chest piece, Chain Killer. It is a perfect chest piece. Again, this item as well drops in the light zone, dark zone, and name caches. You have weapon damage, critical hit chance, headshot damage, and a headshot mod damage. Now, let's go over to the bag. The gift. Now this bag, it doesn't need to be named. You would probably want a Providence because the bonus gives you an extra 13% headshot damage. But for the bag, it is, I just throw on armor, critical hit chance, critical hit damage. You can put more damage if you'd like. Not really needed. You already have enough damage. I prefer a little bit extra armor. And it's perfect vigilance. Now, perfect vigilance only has a difference between 1 second of when you take damage, it disables it. So you can go perfect one or not. The reason why I'm saying this is because the perfect gift bag only drops in the dark zone, so it's not necessarily required. And again, it's also not required to have a blue. This is your choice. I just prefer going blue, and since I already have the bag, I go with perfect because it is just a 1 second difference. It's not a huge difference, but it is a difference. That is your choice. Going over to Foxfire knee pads, I have, again, through the bonus, rifle damage, weapon damage on the top, damage targets out of cover, and headshot damage as its last attributes. Now going over to the Scout brand set, you get mag size rifle damage. So the mag size helps the 1886 bring it up to 9 instead of 7, I believe is what it's usually at. And with the 1886, again, the gun is incredibly quick shooting, incredibly fast with its reload. So what we got here is weapon damage at 15%, headshot damage, critical hit chance. And then we have the second one, which gives me 2 the rifle damage, is weapon damage. Here's the core. Attributes are critical hit damage and headshot damage. And then, again, the 3 mods are all headshot. The skills, it doesn't really matter what you're using. If you're doing heroic with directives, I prefer using pulse because when it comes to this build, especially not using expertise or even with expertise, you want to target red NPCs and then, or a purple NPC. Then you go into the gold once you get your headhunter fully capped out. If you kill 2 NPCs, like a purple and then a red, you'll be perfect headhunter, will be fully maxed out, and you'll just be one-tapping everything. And the biggest key, what I don't think a lot of people understand, is with Determined, you cannot use a perfect Determined. If you use a regular Determined, if you miss your shot, you still keep it. Where a perfect Determined, you miss your shot and it loses it. Here, you're not really having any risk. It is simple. It is easy to do. So to show everyone, I'm going to just put on a capacitor. I'm going to go to a control point and show you doing a control point on heroic with 4 directives because unfortunately for us on console, the other one's bugged and it disables it and doesn't let us use it. So we only get 4. But again, I got no expertise here except for the knee pads here, but that really doesn't matter for armor. We're talking about damage mostly. 1886, no expertise. So let's get into a control point. We'll just head on over here.
Hostile control point nearby.
Hey, trust me, you don't need to watch this. You can use expertise or no expertise. The build is great. Let's get into it. We'll do this control point real quick for the video, just to showcase that it does work. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave a comment. If you guys like the video, you like the build, leave a like for that. I'll do this control point. And that'll be it for the rest of the video. Everyone have a fantastic and an amazing day.
Heavily armored hostile detected. Reinforcements incoming. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Heavily armored hostile detected. Reinforcements have arrived. Supply room access.